has an apple cinnamon scone, right? Scone. We got some tea. I got a coffee with Biscoff syrup, which is exciting.
We're not making fun of any UK residents in the speaking. We're just trying to get the vernacular right.
And then we got this is a Biscoff brookie, so brownie cookie, and then a lemon drizzle. So this is our breakfast. Not very nutritious, but hey, we're on vacation. There she is. Proof. I know you exist. Oh my god.
I'm not scared.
We checked out the gift shop. There was actually 2 gift shops. They're very...
3.
Oh, 3?
The distillery had a gift shop.
Yeah, there's the Scotland's smallest distillery. It was one room. You just walk in and out and they had tastings going on. But yeah, the gift shop was impressive. They had so much stuff for sale. Obviously, it's geared toward tourists. There's a lot of Highland coos stuff, Nessie stuff, whiskey. Scotland, bagpipes, tweed, plaid. We didn't go in the visitor center because it costs money, and we're also limited on time because now we're gonna go to this place that I found via TikTok actually. It's 2 minutes down the road from here, but it's like a cafe, bakery place, but you can also meet Highland coos. So that's something I've been wanting to do for a while. So hopefully, hopefully we can.
Shake the bag. You can pet him.
Can we pet him? Oh wait, he's like, no, I want more food.
Coral, don't move your hand. Let your hand get licked.
I don't want to touch the horns.
Get him more treats.
Okay, to have it all.
Did you put it right on? Uh-oh, you're coming to me.
You stole my cow.
Yeah, buddy. Here you go. You calling him in?
I don't know. I can't do
Here, come back here.
I can't do the pss, right?
No, I don't think they come to cat noises.
Okay. There you go.
Here, do you want the other bag?
No, you can have it.
Well, here comes this one.
Oh, finally.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're being less shy?
Coral, let the other get in there.
Oh, you're up close, real close. Oh my god. Uh-oh.
Oh.
I only have a couple more. Oh, look at this little guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fun. Oh, my last one. Okay.
You want more?
No, I want two.
Oh. Oh. There you go, buddy.
Oh, you're giving them all at once?
Let them go. There's other people waiting.
There's not enough for the other cows then. Look at this little one. You don't have any more?
No, I'm out. I'm slobbered. Coral is speaking nonsense.
made it to Loch Ness. We just pulled off on the side of the road, and now there's this nice overlook. Maybe there's river otters.
Could
or
be.
Loch otters.
I don't think they call them that.
It's a different breed. We're seated for our afternoon tea. And we're in this garden center that also has a restaurant built in. Cool. And the starting course is this tiny little chicken and rice soup. Look at how little it is. Scott already finished his. I was waiting for mine to cool off. And then they gave me a carafe of coffee, and Scott has a black tea. This is what arrived. This is egg and some sort of vegetable. I don't know. I think this is ham and egg, turkey cranberry sandwiches, sausage, and there's one of each for us to split. Then we've got a plain scone, a fruit scone, jam. What's that called? Clotted cream, raspberry. Couldn't tell you what the rest of this is. She went really quickly. I'm excited. It's so beautiful. A lot of food.
Are you excited? Excited?
Sausage, sandwiches on the one side of the picnic bench, scones and jams on the other side, and then the sweets on top. We're going in with the regular scone first. We split it in half, and then I split it in half again. So I'll do jam on one side and then the cream on the other, right? Not mixing them?
No, you can mix.
I'll start with just this.
I suggest some clotted cream, but
It's very dry as scones are.
get a bite, and then I'd say go for your coffee.
The jam is good.
Yeah?
I like it.
Yeah? Just a regular scone?
We're leaving Simpson's, where we just had our afternoon tea, and I just need to say that that is the most magical store I've ever seen in my entire life. Not only did they have a restaurant where we had the afternoon tea, and of course they had a ton of plants and gardening supplies, but it really was like a multi-purpose store. They had fragrances, they had home decor, they had fish. You could buy fish and even ponds to put them in. They had pet supplies, all sorts of plants, indoor, outdoor, fruit trees, vegetable trees, jewelry, alcohol. They had a bunch of snacks. They had gifts of every different type. Like, if they opened one of those by us, I was telling Scott, like, we'd be bankrupt. I'd be spending every single weekend there. It was amazing. I would love if they would open something like that by us. As for the afternoon tea, I thought it was enjoyable. I'm excited that we booked one more in a couple days in the city. So that way, and this one, the one coming up, is gonna be at a hotel. So it'll be a little bit of a different experience, maybe a different variety of food options. And then, yeah, maybe more tea options, because here they only had coffee or a pot of black tea. There was no other like blends or herbal mixes or anything like that.
It was bag tea.
Bag tea. I enjoyed most of everything. There was just the one sandwich that had ham that I didn't really like, because I'm not a ham girl. And the pastries, there were two that I just wasn't a fan of. But now I'm stuffed. I think we're both stuffed. We are gonna go check into our hotel for the night. This one we're only staying at for one night, so it'll be a quick visit. We're at our next accommodation. I'm still a little annoyed because I just got off the phone with the previous place to ask them if maybe we can get a refund for breakfast, because we didn't use it this morning, and then the day before they only had like cereal and toast and it was 20 pounds, but they said no. So it is what it is, but we're at the next place and I wanted to show how amazing it is so far. My back's against the door, but it's so spacious and renovated and it smells nice. This one's called the garden room. So we have a very nice view of a lawn, and then we have our own bathroom that's huge. Oh my gosh, soaker tub, fully renovated. Like, come on. This is just like years ahead of the place we were just at.
Yeah, we gotta see what the price difference was.
Yeah. This place is also a bed and breakfast, so we got explained all about like the times and what they're offering tomorrow morning. So we'll probably eat here before we head out. Now Scott and I are on a short walk It's about 1.2 miles one direction. We're going to the local shopping center slash grocery store to try to buy some vegetables because I try to eat at least one vegetable a day when we're home. So try to keep it up when we're on vacation. And we also just wanted to walk off the afternoon tea that we had that was full of carbs.
Yeah.
Goodbye, little doggies. We're heading out. We have a really long drive to get to Skye, about 2 hours and 45 minutes. Okay, I did not know that there were 2 dogs. Oh, they're so cute. Oh my gosh. We're here. We're on our way to go to the ferry pool, as you can kind of see over there. That path is where a bunch of people are walking. We're gonna take that hike. The parking lot was very busy, so there was a bit of a wait to get in, and then we just had to pay £6 for a ticket. Oh, thank you, kind sir. Dr. Scholes. There's so many good boys and girls on this hike with us. The gravel path is now transitioned to just mud and some rocks. We're not really sure how far we're supposed to go, but there's still a lot of people way ahead of us. They said online about 40 minutes to an hour and a half if you, depending on your pace. And that's one direction. I don't know how far we've walked so far. I have over 5,000 steps for the day, so who knows. But we're thinking we're going to turn around at this point and just hike back, so that way we can do some other stuff today on the island. It seems like it continues for a bit further, but I don't know. We've seen a lot of beautiful things so far. I think we're ready to go back and see some other things. Those little white dots speckling the mountain are all sheep. Every once in a while you see them move. I'm gonna zoom out a little. That's how far away they are. I don't think anyone even owns them. I think they just, this is their mountain, they live here. So we are on the Isle of Skye today, and it did take a while to get out to where we are from where we were staying. But now the next few places we want to visit are all really close by, like within 10 to 20 minutes, because it's kind of a small island. Scotland has several isles, but not every one of them is accessible via car. This is one of the ones that is, and it also is one of the more beautiful ones, so that's why we chose to come here. And it's kind of along our route if we're going counterclockwise around the country. But yeah, there's several others that you need to either like take a ferry to get to, or a little puddle jumper. But that's where you can kind of see some of the best wildlife, apparently. That will have to be for a separate trip in the future.
It's also why there's so many people out here. It's because it's one of the more accessible ones and more beautiful ones, I believe, based on, I guess, what some of our hosts were saying. So we're here. It's pretty magnificent. There are people climbing out there. I don't know what is going on, but there is a man on the side there.
Very, very high up. We stopped and we had lunch. We saw one other cliff overlook, and now we're on our second hike of the day.
It's livestock grazing.
Nice. 1 mile.
Well,
that
that says for the old man.
That's what we're doing, right?
And it says strenuous.
1 mile of strenuous hiking. I think we can do it. It's a very steep incline, but I'm hoping that'll work up our energy and our muscles, and then we won't be as chilly because it's freezing. But look, there's a loch out in the distance. Bruh, they were not kidding. This is strenuous. And then people are all the way up there. Like here, we're finally at a flat section. Hear me gasping for breath. But it's been kind of like this steep. Oh. I feel the burn. Oh man, oh, that's a cute little cat.
To nowhere. I see a sign that tells us we're there. Oh, but I see a lot of people way out in the distance.
Oh great, it continues.
Well, at least the way down won't be tiring.
Almost there. Maybe another quarter mile to go. You can kind of see how far we come. Is this going to be a false summit? Or are we really almost at the end?
False.
It was a fake summit. There's some more. But we're going to go all the way to the top with this one. It looks spooky and magnificent already. You can't see anything. It's just all fog. Even in this direction.
Wow.
We're just on the top of a rock. Hi! Look at the view! Look at the little baby. So cute! Right along the side of this rock formation. Oh my gosh, they're loud.
You going down?
No. I'm not stupid.
How we doing?
Wait, let me update. Okay, I think it's dead. I had like 15,000 or more steps.
Your watch died?
It might be dead.
Easier on the knees at the moment.
Hmm.
Seems dangerous.
It's very dangerous. I'll just reverse this video in post and make it look like you're hiking up.
Easier on the knees at the moment.
For dinner, we're getting takeaway from this place, which means takeout, but that's the way they say it here, is takeaway. And then right over here are the cows. And they're free roam. There is no fence here, so yeah, just slightly nervous, but they seem to be doing their own thing. There's 5 of them. Actually, no, there's probably more. I see more coming.
There's 6.
No, there's more than that. There's more even on the left side. You can't see, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So cute.
You see the bells?
Yay, cowbells.
Oh, they're trackers.
Oh my.
They're not like the da-ding, da-ding. They're...
Okay, yes, go that way.
Oh,
it's
it's pissing it off.
Oh my gosh. Are they not supposed to be here and that's why it's whining?
I think so.
Oh my god, look at them go.
Hi.
They're so cute.
Maybe they're being called in.
Yeah, you're right. These guys over here do not care one bit. Oh my gosh, he's so
Itchy nose.
cute.
That was a turkey.
Yeah.
Girl's out here doing her thing, waiting for the cows to come home. Meanwhile, there's a kitty right over here.
Look at all these goodies. Scott got a burger and fries. I got some onion rings and then this massive fish. It's hard. You can't even really tell how big it is, but
9 inches.
It's huge. It doesn't even sound real.
It's got a stick attached.
Look at the little ones. Our first planned stop of the day is this Nevis Distillery. We're gonna do a scheduled tour, and then it also includes some tastings, but we might be able to take them home. We're still not sure yet.
They said something about some sort of takeaway bottles.
Before this, we just did a slow start to the day where we drove through the town, and then we came across a tea house, so we stopped there and had a couple pastries and some tea. So it's after lunch now. We're gonna do this and then see what else we can find around the town. Today we didn't have a lot set in stone to do, which I kind of like. We're winding down our trip with less structure.
We make 2 types of whiskies. We make our peated whiskey, the smoky whiskey, and we also make unpeated. That machine there is our mill, and what the mill does is it grinds up our barley, and it produces this, the grist.
Oh wow, deep.
Big barrel.
Smells like wine in this room.
It should be very sweet, very easy to drink. However, if you find it too harsh, you're welcome to add a few drops of water, just like this. And it opens up the flavour and takes away the harshness.
Thank you. Gorgeous, stunning. Show us what you got.
Traditional peated malt.
Nice, nice. How much was it?
It was 40 something.
48.
48
Yeah,
pounds.
and then tax. And then we got our to-go drams that are glass bottles with our tastings. Hopefully we can bring them back and not have any issues.
Yeah, everybody seems to think that there shouldn't be an issue. We just chuck them in the checked bags and...
Yep. The distillery that we went to was only a couple miles away from this viaduct that I had on my list. It's iconic because of the Harry Potter movies, so that's all the sound you're gonna get because of copyright. So we have a little hiking trail to get there, and we just parked in the parking lot. There's also a monument and a visitor center we can check out after. Wow. We're sitting here waiting for the train that's supposed to come through here at 3:15. It's hard to tell, but out in the distance over there's a ton of people waiting, and then over around these bushes there's a lot more people just sitting here. I think it's kind of funny how just because of those movies this has become a tourist attraction, that people will camp and wait just to watch a train go across, whereas if the movies didn't exist this would not be a thing. We pulled off the side of the road because we're in some valley between mountains, and it's just so gorgeous. I can't get over it. Look at that. Humongous mountains. And there's Scott taking a panorama. And it's so green. Good morning. It is our last full beautiful day in Scotland, and we are headed towards Glasgow. Last night we stayed at a Best Western, that's about an hour outside of the city, and we did dinner there, and then we did breakfast again this morning. But now we're headed into the city, and we're going to explore that because when we landed in Glasgow, we went straight to Edinburgh. We didn't stick around. So we'll explore the city today, and then tomorrow we'll drive back, return our rental car, and fly out from there. On the itinerary for today, the only thing we have booked is an afternoon tea. It's more like an evening tea. It's going to be at 5 p.m. and that's going to act as our dinner. Other than that, we're just going to see some sights. I made a list on my phone of things that kind of were new to me about Scotland or things that surprised me. They're really random, but I figured now would be a good time to go through them while we're driving. Potato scones. Never heard of that until we got here. They're good. They're potatoey, but they're also bready. There's not much wildlife here. There's a ton of livestock, but I have not seen a single squirrel. And like by us, well, I'm serious, by us there's squirrels, there's like groundhogs, possums, sometimes you'll see a fox, a bunny. I haven't seen anything here, so apparently they have red squirrels here, but they're evasive. I wrote that they have good jam and good scones. I have liked that, which is a little surprising to me because at home I don't really like scones. In general, I have found, and maybe Scott agrees partially, that the food, it just tastes under-seasoned in general. Like, to me, it's all very bland.
I think for the majority of typical restaurants and stuff, yeah, I think it's under-seasoned. But we did find some good locations like that food establishment that guy had with the cows.
Mm-hmm. The exception to that would be pastries, because every pastry that I've had has been really good. But just as an example, last night for dinner we got pizza and pasta, which is not really from this region, but I kind of was getting sick of the same meal over and over. It just felt like bar food, just like burgers, fries, like meat and potatoes. So we wanted to try something new, and it just had no flavor whatsoever. And then for dessert we got a cheesecake, and I said to Scott, I was like, I'm not gonna lie, this is the worst cheesecake I've ever had in my life. And cheesecake, you know, it's supposed to always just be pretty good, but it tasted like cardboard.
I will say that the cheesecake wasn't terrible to me. I just noticed that it was lacking sugar, but I think that's typical of Europe, where they don't add as much sugar to their desserts.
I think it was lacking cream cheese or whatever cheese is supposed to be in it. Really, there was like no, like, you know, there's supposed to be like a little bit of a sourness to it. There was nothing.
That's true. That's true.
That one I think is the only real like negative on this list. The rest are just kind of like whatever. The next thing I have is yellow lights before go. So that's just something that we don't have, and I thought was shocking that when the light is red, it will change to yellow to let you know, hey, it's about time to go, get ready.
Red, yellow, like both are lit.
Yeah, like don't go yet, but just know that it's about to happen.
Instantly. It's like a bracket race tree at a drag race event where it triggers yellow and then green.
Speaking of driving, there's a million roundabouts. Like, there's hardly any traffic lights, like formal cross intersections like we're used to. Everything is a circle. Constantly circles everywhere.
Overtaking seems to be the norm.
Yeah, if someone's going a little too slow in front of you, you should just overtake them. But the roads are really skinny and they're windy, so it's kind of scary. There's millions of sheep, and I don't know if that's an over-exaggeration to say millions. I would like to Google it at some point, but
I don't think so.
So many sheep. Everywhere we look, there's just plots of land that are full of sheep. So that's been a nice surprise. They have rhododendrons everywhere, not just part of landscaping. Like, the whole highway at points was lined with just rhododendrons, which we thought were really gorgeous, but then come to find out the rhododendrons are actually invasive, and they've taken over from when people have planted them in their gardens. So probably not the best thing for the natural ecosystem, but they do look nice. The last thing on my list is trash cans. We've been having a little bit of a hard time finding trash cans as we're out and about. That wasn't so much an issue in the city when we were in Edinburgh. They had public trash cans everywhere, but just in general, as we're driving around and like we're accumulating things like wrappers from food or coffee cups, when we stop to try to throw them out somewhere, we just cannot find a trash can. And then when we were at our hotel the other day, we did takeaway, so we had some leftover containers that we didn't want to bring into the room because mine was fish and it would have made the whole room smell like fish. We could not find a trash can for the life of us. We tried to ring the bell for assistance to ask the front desk guy, but he never ended up coming. So I don't know, we just put them in what looked like waste baskets, but who knows.
It seemed like people were more than happy though if you went into a shop and you were holding garbage, that they would take it away from you. They would say, oh, is that trash? And they would take it and say, oh, I'll throw it in the bin.
Yep. So that's my running list. I don't know if I'll have more to add in the next day or day and a half that we're here, but yeah, mostly good things, just unique things that I have learned. Look at the baby coos! Hello! Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Two other thoughts to add to my list of random thoughts about Scotland. Parking, all of the lines are very close together, so all the cars have to squeeze together. You don't have a lot of space to, like, you know, park your car or get out. Ooh. Secondly, they're very dog friendly here. Like, everyone has their dogs out and about, and then you can bring them inside the restaurants. The elusive red squirrel, here she is on her little stand. There's a baby coo. So little, so cute.
Those are red deer.
This isn't a real animal. This is a depiction of what most people think haggis is. It's sad coming to museums sometimes because you see things like this, and then here, 67 new species now on the red list. Wildlife just slowly disappearing. The place where we parked was a park and ride, and it was $7.70 for the parking and then for one person to ride the subway all day. So all we had to do was pay for one additional subway ticket for me, and we're good now to go. My ticket though is not to ride all around the city, it's just in and out once. So that's what we're gonna do, but first to the botanical garden. We made it to the botanical garden. We're inside one of the greenhouses. It's very hot, very humid. But it was free, so that was nice. And then also at 2 p.m., which is in like 45 minutes, they've got a free 1-hour walking tour that we could join if we wanted to. That's the greenhouse that we just came out of, and the size on the front is deceiving because there's so many back corridors that go that way. It was massive and very hot and warm. And then out here, because it's free, people just are enjoying their day on the lawn. This is such a nice area. Now this place has a real selection of teas to choose from. You got the, how do you pronounce that?
Darjeeling.
Darjeeling.
Or Darjeeling.
I got the house hot chocolate, you know. It's an herbal blend.
She comes to an afternoon tea and gets hot chocolate.
They seated us in a booth, and we're both sitting against the window, and that is Buchanan Street. That's the one we were walking down. That has the majority of the shops and the people. So, bustling street below us. On the bottom, we have, okay, that's a Dance Moms reference. Anyways, we have tomato and I think cream cheese. This is like egg salad. We got cucumber and then, oh wait, one of them is salmon. This one, oh, this one's the salmon. Salmon, egg salad, cucumber, ham. Then we have 2 fruit scones with jam and clotted cream. Finally, we got to pick out our desserts. Well, these are just like homemade shortbreads, yeah, that come with the tea, but then we got to each pick our own dessert. So Scott got the lemon meringue and I got the carrot cake, and we're gonna split them.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Classic. Fancy at high tea. It's our last day in Scotland and we picked up some little treats for breakfast before we drive to the airport. We got some tea and coffee, but I wanted to show this is what I bought for the cats for their little souvenir. I hope they like it.